Hello YouTube, I'm David with the David West channel. Today I want to practice a little bow drill. Let's make our set out of this scrap 2x6. Let's also go ahead and practice with a Shavings Tinder bundle, and then I want to go ahead and make some char cloth. If you noticed yesterday, I completely ran out of char cloth, so I think the way to split these out, you know, it'd be nice to split it out, come over 3/4 of an inch and split it out, but I don't think manufactured lumber splits like that. The growth rings are running this way, and I think I have to go with the growth rings. Let's just see. Yeah, splitting down these growth rings is the way to do it. All right. Let's go ahead and turn this into a spindle and fireboard and maybe get some feathers and shavings off of this. At 50 degrees feels good now. That is going to be a nice bed for amber. Shavings on the bottom, scrapings, then the amber, and more scrapings on top. All right, on the fireboard, I just want it to lay down flat, so I'm going to pick a side that needs the least amount of work. And I think it's going to be this side, and just flatten off the bottom. All right, let's put a divot in that thing. That's the fireboard and the spindle right here. Well, it's a lot of wood to try to remove. Wonder if I could split some of that off. Good. That's all I dare to take off of that. It's a better blank now, though. Everybody doesn't have to go to 4 square sides before they go to a round cylinder like me. It helps me though. It helps me make a true cylinder, a more true cylinder. It's not going to be perfect. Let's round it up now. pretty good. I want to save all this fine stuff though. Need every bit of this fine stuff. Rolls pretty good. I think this is the hardest end, so this will be the bearing block end, and this softer end, the hot end. Come down 1/4 of an inch, do facets all the way around. Come up 1/8 inch, facets all the way around. Come up 1/16 inch, facets all the way around. And I'm going to come down for the hot end about 1.5 inches and just whittle it to a point and make sure that my point is on center this way and on center that way. Pretty good spindle to come out of a 2x6, isn't it? Not as easy a wood to work with as you might think. The grain is a bit gnarled and wandering and twisted. Doesn't split very well, which you can imagine. You wouldn't want manufactured lumber to be very easy to split. You'd want it to stick together tightly, wouldn't you? Got plenty of shavings for the base. Look at how thick that base is. I like the bottom side. Let's use it. Make a little hole. Go ahead and stick our fluffy stuff in there. There is our Shavings Tinder bundle. And I'll get some more of these spines to put on top of the ember. All right, 100% cotton denim. Oh, about 2 inches. I like to put a little bit of punkwood down the bottom of the char tin because I think it helps when you buffer the cloth from the red hot metal of the tin. I think it helps it come out more supple instead of coming out brittle. All right, here goes the burn in. 2x6 bow drill set, fatwood bearing block, and we're going to use this Shavings Tinder bundle. Then when we make a fire in the hobo stove, we're going to go ahead and cook up some char cloth. All right, this 2x6 is way harder than what I thought it would be. So it's good that our spindle is not all that big in diameter. But I really had to bear down to get a burn in. So I'll make this pointy again. I'll go ahead and dig out that char. We should be good to go. But first, let me go cut my notch. Square point notch once again. All right, this, I don't want to take all of that fire hardening off. I do want to take these shoulders off. That should work. Let's go for it. We've worked pretty hard so far. Let's see if we can make a friction fire out of it now. Looks like it's going to stay alive. Good. Let's just let it sit there, coalesce. Trying to get down to the smalls. Yeah, the wind wasn't blowing like this before I came up with the ember. I'll just try to stand in the way of it. I'll try to protect it from the wind. If this is going to work, we'll go for it. What a time for 10-mile-an-hour winds to blow in here. Looks like we saved it though. Good. Now we can make some char cloth. The thing about those wood shavings, they'll burn hot and they'll burn for a long time. Shouldn't be any problem getting this kindling started. Well, I can look at the positive aspects of this. Looks like I got started early enough to try to beat all these winds. I always like to put my char cloth, my char tin, in the flames, never down in the coals. I know lots of other people can put it down in the coals. I just think it does a better job of off-gassing in the flames like that. Put it up on top of the sawhorse, and we'll continue on from there. Now I feel better about that. Set it over here and let it cool off while our next batch is cooking. Got one trying to get away there. Looking good. I got two pieces on the ground over here. All right, y'all. Turned out pretty good, didn't it? I'm about to run out of power. Before you leave today, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and in that drop-down list, select all. And please give the video a like also. I appreciate you joining me on this one. We'll catch you on the next one.